It is legitimately possible for you to make decent money on the internet. It is legitimately possible. It can be done. Many people have done it. The easiest way to do something like this, and I think everybody agrees on this, the easiest way to do something like this is to learn a skill. There are so many skills out there, and typically someone is trying to sell you something, a course or something about learning something. Let's just talk about what you can learn for free by yourself on YouTube or Google in maybe an hour a day, just of consistent effort that you build and you get better at. So let's talk about some skills that are practical, that are real, that are actually like legit, that you could learn very, very well. So the first one is going to be video editing. This is so simple. It's always in demand, and you'll never get priced out or, AI'd out of existence, because people always need that human touch that artificial intelligence just can't do. Video editing is going to be a fantastic idea for anybody that has the software. Obviously, you could get Adobe Premiere or anything like that, and you don't need to spend an astronomical amount of money in order to do this. So video editing is something that, like, you could go on YouTube, watch tutorial, people do series on Adobe Premiere, Sony Vegas, whatever it is you use. I don't know what the popular software is now. I use Premiere, but you could go on YouTube and you could do well, legitimately well, doing video editing for people. You don't have to charge like a ridiculous amount of money at first. You can get better and then charge more down the line. But video editing will always be here. It'll never go out of style. There's always someone that wants that human touch, that human interpretation of a video that the artificial intelligence out there now just can't do. So learn video editing. You can go on Fiverr, Upwork, something like that, and sell it to people. It's legitimately not hard, and you'll notice that all the ideas I mentioned in today's video, I specifically picked because I thought maybe you either haven't heard of them before, a couple coming up maybe you haven't heard of, but things that I do think are easy to do and won't be overly daunting. Next one is intelligent writing. What do I mean by that? Doing writing that ChatGPT just can't do for you. So blog writing for intelligent things that are hard, that ChatGPT isn't just going to spit out something that's going to replace you. Copywriting, where you're actually writing website copy for people, that is probably some of the most important text that appears on a website. And copywriting, again, you are trying to convert people, you're trying to convert prospects into sales, you're trying to convert leads into booked appointments, whatever you're trying to do. High income, intelligent writing that the AI just can't do is something I think everybody should learn. It's something that I did very well with a couple of years ago when I first started doing this stuff, because I knew that people needed someone to write, and you just can't get AI or someone that doesn't speak English, like from, say Philippines, Pakistan, where obviously the amount they're charging is much less, but you are not going to be able to get the impact that a native English speaker has, who's been speaking English their entire life and understands, kind of what they're working with. So you want to be competitive, because you're never going to be able to outprice people. You can't win on a price front. So how do you win on online platforms with blog writing? Well, you have to be extremely, extremely good. You have to do blogs, websites that are in demand, that are obviously difficult and somewhat sophisticated, so that you can demonstrate, your mastery of the English language and use that to make money doing it. So again, I wouldn't just say, oh, become a writer, because it is very hard, and it's very easy to get outpriced by people in other countries who can speak English good, but not as well as someone from maybe the US or Canada or United Kingdom, who obviously speaks it natively and can sit there and actually write things that are truly, really difficult. So I would suggest some kind of really hard writing that, most of your competition isn't going to be able to do. And obviously you could put that on like a resume or something. And, if you're looking at your profile on Fiverr or Upwork, or, freelancing through TikTok or Instagram, a lot of different angles here, you could do that and people will be like, wow, this guy really does have mastery of the language. It's hard. Third thing is social media analysis / planning. So any kind of social media thing where you're doing either social media management, you're helping people plan out their TikToks, Instagram, whatever it is. There are a lot of different options in the world out there right now for getting started in social media, and you don't actually have to be a content creator yourself to do this. If you can guide people to success, if you can actually help people improve their numbers, help schedule posts for people, do the stuff that people don't want to do, if you can help them with that, you're probably doing pretty well. So again, definitely learn how these platforms work, learn how analytics work, viewer retention, what the overall strategy is to get a viral TikTok, to get a viral YouTube video, to do all these things well. and you could actually put yourself in pretty high demand. And again, the goal is you get clients that you do a really good job for, and then one day you add that all to a resume and like, wow, this is impressive. This guy's not just scheduling my TikTok posts, but he also knows how the algorithm works. He also knows how, the Instagram feed works. He knows how YouTube algorithms work. There's a lot to this that you can learn and get very proficient at over time. The next one that's so underrated and you legitimately can do well with this is podcasting slash narration slash any kind of voiceover work, because so many people don't actually know, how to talk. They don't actually know how to sit behind a mic and speak and whatever. And, it's a learning game. There's always a way to get better at doing things like that. I've been doing YouTube videos and speaking for over 10 years now, but over time, I've gotten better. I've learned skills. I've gotten better at being able to sit behind a mic and just talk to people. If you do that, you don't necessarily have to be a YouTuber. You could go sell voiceover services online. You could go find someone who really needs a face. UGC, user-generated content. It's pretty popular, where if you're a skincare brand and you want someone to, try on a lotion or something, you could be the star of another company's videos if you have a good resume and you want to be a UGC content creator. So there is a lot out there available if you actually know how to sit behind a mic and speak, and you do get better at this over time. The more you do it, the more comfortable you get. You just really want to think like, hey, I'm sitting in the room with someone having a conversation. Don't be too formal if you're not trying to be too formal. It depends what industry you're in, but for me, at least, when it comes to just doing YouTube videos like this, I'm about to head to the gym. I'm just having like a chill day here. I'm not doing anything crazy. I didn't get all dressed up for this video, but I'm just sitting here talking like you're sitting across from me. And I think that's probably the best thing you could do, for most scenarios where people would want voiceovers, or if you're doing a podcast, you don't want to sound like a robot. Definitely learn what the context is for your voiceovers. So if you are going to be a social media guy, you could learn how to talk to the camera in a way that's pretty casual. Final thing that I think most people would benefit from doing is being an entertainer of some kind, but being an entertainer about something people need. So being an entertainer is not running a meme page, because your options to monetize that are literally zero. I mean, most meme pages make nothing. You cannot be a meme page on Instagram and expect to do well, unless you're like ungodly lucky, but most people won't be. So being an entertainer about something people need and then can go to you to either buy services or products about that. So, being an entertaining gym content creator, where you go to the gym, you film yourself, you're a personality, you can get sponsored, have a email list of people you sell pre-workout to. I mean, you could go, on with a million ideas about being a good fitness content creator if that's something you're good at. What if you know a lot about fashion or skincare? There's so many industries where people actually are spending money. So being an entertainer, someone who's legitimately likable and entertaining in any of those industries, is going to be much better than being just an entertainer that, reviews movies or, plays video games or, talks about their dog. I mean, there are scenarios in which you can make money doing that. I'm not going to write that off, but why not put your chips in a little bit better of industry, something that is very clear that, like, okay, people are monetizing themselves in these industries. So finance obviously is a great one. If you're an entertaining finance content creator, forget about it. You can make a fortune doing that. A lot of people do. So pick an industry where, making content does have like significant upsides, where you don't need 10 million subscribers. Being just an entertainer, you got to be like a Mr. Beast type level in order to actually make a lot of money just being entertaining. You got to be a little bit more specific than that to actually do well. You work in tech and review things early, get a sneak peek at the new iPhone or something like that, or get affiliate links for Amazon where you review a new camera, and if people like it, they click your link and they buy it through you. So there are a lot of different ideas about being an entertainer that if you pick the right industry, you can do really well with. With that said, I hope you guys have found this video useful. I tried to keep it short, concise, and to the point. So if you have any other topics you want me to cover, let me know down below in the comments. You can always sign up for my email list as well. Down below, it is completely free. Probably take you like 15 seconds, and I think you'll love it. Thanks for watching, folks.